Hey guys, today's video is just some
stuff
that has gone down on the timeline while I was just chilling, vibing, you know, probably sleeping because time differences, time zones do a thing. So I'm gonna go over all of that. But matter of fact is, I filmed a video on Friday that didn't get up, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do because this video is a continuation of that first video. So I can't post this video without the first video, but everyone's expecting this video and not my last video. We'll see what I do with that. Anyway, Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there. Second channel in the description, there'll be some fun stuff going on there. And yeah, let's get into the tea. Shane Dawson posted something on Twitter, which he then deleted, and I'm gonna get into that. So he posted this like long essay of sorts, and I'm gonna get into it very quickly. There's a lot to be read out, and you know how much I hate reading out loud in videos, but we're gonna have to get through it. So, welcome to the circus, my final thoughts on the beauty world. A few questions that I've been getting lately. Did I know that she was thinking about making a video? Yes, so that confirms it. Like, in reality, both him and Jeffree knew that Tati was going to make a video tearing James Charles to shreds. Did I tell her to make a video? No. But did you feed people information about other people? Because what has been brought to my attention as well is that James Charles received a message from Jeffree Star, like May 19th last year, where he said that both Tati and Shane Dawson have been telling Jeffree Star that James has been bad-mouthing him behind his back. So yeah, no one told Tati to make the video, but it's starting to seem like it was maybe not a planned attack, but like people were conspiring behind the scenes, and maybe no one expected Tati to go this hard on him with a 45-minute expose, but there were things being said behind the scenes that would encourage someone to come out and say things. Did I have any involvement in the video? No, I can kind of believe that. I mean, I can believe that there was no like here's a script that I wrote you, Tati, read it out. But like I said, I mean, Jeffree Star messaged James Charles saying, Shane Dawson and Tati have been telling me that you're bad-mouthing me behind the scenes. What's bad-mouthing to them? Is it like, lol, I don't like him? Or is it, you know, secrets and things that, you know, Jeffree Star wouldn't want coming out because it would ruin his career? Like, what is bad-mouthing? Like, what is... Did I orchestrate it? No. Did I need that kind of drama to make a good series? No, but it sure as hell helped. Here's the thing. It's like, I think everyone talks shit about drama channels and drama in general, but then everyone uses it to their advantage, and it really fucking pisses me off. And that's me just spilling the tea right now. I think there are a lot of channels, and I'm not even talking about Shane right now, that will constantly bang on about how we need to live drama free, and like, why is everyone getting into drama? But then they'll just be constantly involved in drama, dragged into drama. And it's like, you don't just get dragged into drama, you have to do something to be involved. Like, you don't just... I hate people that are like, oh, I'm just constantly dragged into this drama. Like, why though? Do you want to hold yourself accountable a little bit? Why are you always in drama? Maybe possibly it's your fault, I don't know. Like, just don't do things. You never hear people talking about like Raw Beauty Christie, Samantha, Nima Tang. Like, you don't hear about these people in drama videos. Why? Because they're unproblematic. They're normal human beings who just enjoy makeup. So why is it that you constantly hear about Jeffree Star, James Charles, Nikita Dragon, Manny MUA, Laura Lee back in the day, not anymore, but why? Why was it that those were the names that were constantly coming up? Jaclyn Hill. Yeah, if you're in one scandal throughout your whole career, 2 scandals, 3 max, great. That means you're not a problematic person, you're just a simple human being. But when you are constantly doing things that annoy people, maybe the problem isn't the people being annoyed. Maybe the problem isn't drama channels reporting on it. Maybe the problem is you. And this is not even me snapping at Shane Dawson. This is me snapping at everyone who has this like weird ego on them to think that somehow they are excluded from drama. Somehow they are above it all. You're not. You know, if it bothers you, if you think drama channels are so bad, look inwardly. Why are you so afraid of drama channels? Is it because you don't think you're a good person and you think there is a possibility of having a drama video made about you? Is that what it is? Or are you just scared of shit coming out about you? Because I feel like when you look at someone like, I don't know, Raw Beauty Christie, right? I don't think there is a part of her that's like, oh, I'm gonna have a tea spilling video made on me soon, because she doesn't do anything wrong. She literally tries makeup, she uploads the video, and she moves on with her life. I don't see her chatting about drama channels. I don't see it. I really don't. And if she did, great. But like, she doesn't do it a lot. Clearly not enough for me to see it. So she's clearly not threatened by it because she knows she doesn't do anything wrong. If you're so threatened by drama channels, maybe there is some level of guilt there. Anyway, that was just a little tangent. But like I was gonna say, did I need that kind of drama to make a good series? No, you didn't need it to make the series, but you centered your whole trailer around it and then didn't include it in the thing. And I did speak to Shane Dawson about that. We had a little chat. And in reality, it was the lesser of 2 evils to not include the drama and deal with the consequences of that than to include the drama and have Dramageddon 2.5 begin. Because, you know, when you like stir the pot again, like dig in the mess that was like kind of settled now, you know, you just restart the whole thing. So I think like everyone kind of knew that it was just easier to not mention the drama again, but like here we are mentioning again. But you did center your whole trailer around it. And I'm gonna get into something else that I was gonna mention further down his post. It's something else that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get into that later on. Have I ever tried to ruin a career or make someone look bad in my 15 years on YouTube? No. Do I have a track record of getting into drama of people or having fights with other YouTubers? No, not until you met Jeffree Star. And I think the common denominator with drama and people having their careers ruined and being cancelled and being in scandals is Jeffree Star. I mean, you look at James Charles, Tati, Nikita Dragon, Laura Lee, Manny Mue, Gabriel Zamora, drama channels. Anyone that associates themselves in any way, shape or form with Jeffree Star ends up in a scandal. So like, yeah, no, you've never been in a scandal. Like, you've never tried to cancel another YouTuber or been in like beef with YouTubers. But you have to kind of realize that the criticisms people have of you have started since you met Jeffree Star and since you've aligned yourself so closely with him. So maybe it's time to rethink not people's criticisms of you, but who you associate yourself with publicly. Because I think, you know, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, but when you publicly align yourself with someone so problematic that you acknowledge is very problematic, so he acknowledges it later on in the post, you can't expect people to be okay with it. You just can't. People have had a problem with you associating with Trisha Paytas, and same goes for Jeffree Star, except Trisha Paytas is a little bit of a troll. Like, we kind of all just understand what kind of a vibe she gives off, so we can all just kind of ignore it. Whereas Jeffree Star is just objectively a bad person, and when you associate with someone who is objectively a bad person, people are gonna, you know, start assuming that you're also a bad person even if you're not. Am I innocent and don't have huge anxiety-provoking regrets about how I could have helped everyone handle everything better? No, I've had a pit in my stomach since it all happened. Now on to my final thoughts on the beauty world and my experience in it. The Conspiracy Palette was one of the best experiences of my life. The series with Jeffree changed my life and changed me as a person. It helped me be more confident and stand up for myself, which I've always been bad at. So to honour the series and what I learned from it, I'm going to say this. The beauty gurus who are always involved in scandals are all the same. Yeah, they all remind me of Jeffree Star, except not as bad. That's the only problem I have with this whole essay is Shane is now bad-mouthing the whole beauty industry while also being with the worst person from the beauty industry. So it's like, it doesn't matter how you spin this, you are friends with the worst beauty guru there is. Objectively the worst. In my opinion, I'm going to say objectively in my opinion, but that's a contradiction. You can't bad-mouth the whole beauty industry while being friends with and aligning yourself publicly with the worst person in the beauty industry. Like, there is no one, in my opinion, as bad as Jeffree Star. That's why I just can't take this seriously, and I'm just so disappointed. Genuinely, just really disappointed. They are all attention-seeking, game-playing, egocentric, narcissistic, vengeful, two-faced, ticking time bombs ready to explode. And I'm over it. Well, you're not over it, because you're still friends with Jeffree Star. Yes, they are talented, creative, smart and love makeup, but they also joined a side of the internet that is obsessed with looks, money, power, fame, screenshots and subtweets. Releasing private texts, voice memos, emails and other receipts as a way to paint yourself in a particular light or someone else in a bad light is weird to me, and I will never engage in that. That is the game that they know how to play well, and I would rather eat my own hands off than play it. Yes, Jeffree is that list of dramatic gurus, and he would admit that. And he will always be family to me, and I love him, despite these characteristics. Shane, you just said that you would literally prefer to bite your hands off than be a part of all the characteristics that you just named, while also saying that Jeffree Star is those things, but you love him because he's family. I'm sure you can see how that looks. Like, I'm sure you can see the clear hypocrisy there, with what kind of a standard you hold people to. He's very aware of the fact that I don't agree with many of the ways he approaches situations, and I've been very honest with him about needing to make some changes. But as for being in the beauty world, I can't take the drama anymore, and it's not how I am wired, so I'm out. It's draining, exhausting, depressing, and sometimes amazing. But for me, the amazing is outweighed by the bad. I can't have a pit in my stomach every day waiting for the next scandal or the next exposed video. It's going to give me health issues, and I'm done caring about it anymore. I've never been involved in drama with another YouTuber ever, and the second I decided to do a beauty series, boom, I'm in the hurricane. Okay, I don't think that's a beauty world issue, and I don't think that's a drama issue. I think, like I said, it's just who you picked to do a series with. I think, right, if Shane decided to do a beauty world series where he did it with multiple different beauty gurus across different like genres of beauty, because I think there's beauty and then there's like different genres in beauty. There's like commentary beauty, tutorials beauty, get ready with me beauty, all that stuff. So I think if he had just picked like a few people, for example, Real Beauty Christie, Samantha Ravendall, a few of the smaller channels that would have been pretty cool, like the ones that are just coming out doing like beauty commentary videos. I think there's who do I like watching? There's Abby Williams, Julia, I recently spoke about. But yeah, there are just a lot of people that he could have filmed the videos with. He could have done different people per episode, like different genres in the beauty industry per episode, and then maybe did a collab with like an indie brand. Like imagine what, like yeah, it wouldn't have done as well as a Jeffree Star collab, but it still would have sold out because you're Shane Dawson. You could have brought the limelight to some smaller YouTubers. You could have at the same time given limelight to some really good, non-toxic, non-problematic YouTubers, as well as picking an indie brand that your beliefs, that you like align with belief-wise and moral and ethics-wise, and give them a huge boost in sales. And you could, you know, they could have been the next Morphe. I mean, that's literally how Jaclyn Hill has started her career, is she would pick small brands, do a collab with them, and they would grow and she would grow and they would both grow and then they would do their thing, you know? Makeup Geek, Gerard Cosmetics, and then Morphe. Like, they were like all pretty small brands, and then them and Jaclyn Hill just kind of grew together. And that's what could have happened with like an indie brand instead of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, who is an awful person that runs a semi-successful company. I don't know, I just think this isn't a beauty world issue, this is a individual issue for Jeffree Star, who just so happens to be a part of the beauty world. So did I plan Dramageddon? Are you serious? No. Do people in the YouTube world come to me like a grandpa and tell me their problems and ask for advice? Yes. Yeah, I've done that before. I've definitely gone to Shane and asked him just what he thought about different situations, and I really appreciated his advice. And I think maybe he sometimes gets caught up in giving people advice, but there have been things happening behind the scenes that we're definitely not aware of. And whether Shane wanted to be involved or not, he ended up getting involved somehow, one way or another, whether it was willingly or because he was coerced into it, he was involved behind the scenes because he did know the video was dropping. So that's enough involvement for me to be like, oh, this is weird. Is it easy for me to get wrapped up in something potentially toxic if I think someone I love is hurting or upset? Yes. It's one issue I need to work on and have been working on. When she told me how upset she was in person, I had the same reaction the world did when they saw her video. I felt awful for her and she seemed broken. So I tried to be there for her and be someone she could talk to about it. Was I shocked that she decided to make a video? No. Was I shocked that Tati read his ass for a filth? Yes. I wasn't acting. I didn't know it was going to be that intense. Looking back, I still believe her on a lot that she says, and I believe she felt it was what she needed to do at the time. Here's the thing, I really like James now, but there must have been something that sparked Tati to make that video. Something must have happened. I don't think it could have been as bad as they all made it out to be. Like, I think the way she phrased the video versus what then Jeffree started tweeting out is two very different things. So Tati was talking about inappropriateness. She never mentioned sex, or as far as I remember, she never mentioned like or any offenses. She just said, you make people uncomfortable with the way you approach them in a romantic way. Whereas Jeffree Star then took what she said in that exposed video, amped it up 100 and went, you're a danger to society and you're banned from my house, and there are people now coming out saying that you them. I think Tati definitely was speaking. I think she meant what she said. I don't think she made it all up. I think those are situations whether it interpreted the wrong way what she believed at the time. Jeffree Star still claims that he has a voice note of one of James Charles's victims. Take that what you will, but Jeffree Star still claims he has a voice note. He said that on the Mum's Basement podcast. He still claims that he has a voice recording of one of his victims. So it's very tough for me to sit here and take one side or the other side, because one, I wasn't there. Two, I don't know what's going on through their heads and their minds when they were filming these videos and putting out these tweets, and I don't know, this could be the exact same thing for me as happened last year. Tati and Jeffree and everyone came out with things against James Charles and we all reported on that, and then everyone had a go at us for reporting on that when James Charles clapped back. Then James Charles clapped back, we all reported on that, and then Jeffree Star said he has more proof and everyone was angry at us for reporting on James Charles defending himself. And then now that there's this like general consensus that everyone believes James Charles now. If I now agree with James Charles and go against what Shane Dawson and Jeffree are saying, and and all the evidence comes out in the future, once again people will be angry at me for picking a side. So I'm saying right now is I'm trying to stay very objective, because matter of fact is I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I wasn't at Tati's party, like birthday party, where allegedly James was being really inappropriate with people. I wasn't there when James was apparently banned from Jeffree Star's house. I wasn't there when I didn't receive a voice note of that Jeffree Star apparently received from a victim. I've never heard it. I don't know who it is. I can't confirm or deny the existence of this voice note or who it could possibly be from. So matter of fact is I can't just sit here and be like, oh lol, yeah, Shane Dawson definitely correct, or James Charles definitely correct. I just think there are a lot of things that don't add up, and I think there is a lot of pointing the blame at someone else and being like, no, it's you, no, it's me, no, it's you. And it's just, I'm just trying to kind of wrap my head around this, while you guys also probably trying to wrap your heads around this. But I just think I'm done jumping to conclusions. Yeah, so there could be evidence for James Charles being inappropriate, and there could be a reason for why Tati filmed that video, but there could also just be absolutely no reason other than getting rid of competition. We will never know, ever. Does she regret it? Probably. Does it mean we should see James as some poor innocent sweet angel? No, don't get it twisted. Him and Jeffree have always been at the top of dramatic guru lists, and I mean that with love. Did I warn James about the video? No. Why? For reasons that we'll never discuss. Once again, that sounds like there's some kind of things happening behind the scenes that we just weren't aware of, but I don't know. We've spoken privately on it, and that's that. But then again, right, if there is proof that James Charles did something to someone, and there is a victim out there of James Charles, and these people have just spoken to him privately and have not taken it to the police or have not warned other people about his behavior, then they are all just as guilty as he is. They're all complicit in his behavior. So if it comes out in the future that there is a voice note and it's true that this victim exists and that what this victim is saying is true, and Shane Dawson, Tati, and Jeffree Star all knew this was a thing and they didn't say anything or didn't go to the police with it, and they let us all just go back to watching James Charles's content and, you know, talking to him, I think they should all be cancelled, honestly. At that point, all of them, the four of them, because you can't sit here and be like, I don't know what this means, but when you say we've spoken privately on it and that's that, is it you've spoken privately about just his like weird ego problem, or did you speak privately on him being a I don't know, what did you speak privately on? Do I think James is the devil? No. See, then once again, that makes it sound like it's not as bad as what Jeffree Star made it out to be. Do you see the problem with this? This is just one big contradiction between what Shane is saying, what Tati is saying, and what Jeffree is saying. There is just not one story there. Do I think he was young, egocentric, power-hungry guru who needed to be served a slice of humble pie the size of the Empire State Building? Yes. Has he grown as a person since then? It really seems like him. That's amazing. I'm truly happy if he's realized how his ego is affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. Do I think Tati is a villain? No. I think Tati was sick of being treated like shit by so many in the beauty world and finally snapped. And damn, did she snap all the way off. Holy shit, she really said it and beat her face for the gods and popped on that ring light and went full Game of Thrones on that shit. Say what you want about her or the video, but that will be in history books. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I agree. Like, yeah, she popped off, but was it all false allegations? Because if yes, then we can't be like, lol, pop off, queen, snap, sis. Like, to me, this whole thing sounds like Shane knows more than he's letting on, and Shane knows more than we know, and like he agrees with what Tati said in the video, which would then insinuate that James Charles does weird things behind the scenes. YouTube Rewind even gave it an acknowledgement. Damn. Okay, sorry, back to my rant. Do I think Jeffree orchestrated this whole situation? No. Tati is a strong woman who made a choice. Do I think Jeffree was also upset by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? Yes. Was Jeffree excited to see a competitor fall? Probably. He's Jeffree Star. What do you expect? Why would you want to be friends with someone like that? Because he will want to see you fall soon. He does this to all of his friends, Shane. Every single one of them. Do you not see the track record of Jeffree Star? And when you say, oh, well, I have a collab with him, so you wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't do that to me. Why did my voice go so funny like that? I sound like Jade when in Victorious when she mocks people. Yeah, like he had a collab with Manny and Yue, and he still kicked him out as a friend and exposed him and ruined his career. Laura Lee, like I said, just everyone. Like, honestly, you're not any different. He's gonna use you until he can't make any more money out of you, and then that'll be it. I guess I missed the part where he got baptized and devoted his life to Christ, but why would you want to be friends with someone like that? Did Jeffree take it too far and fuck up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes, and it's one of the biggest regrets of his life. This all happened over a year ago and I'm really sick of hearing about it. Yeah, but no one apologized. You know, it's like, yeah, you can be sick and tired of hearing it because it happened a year ago, but a 19-year-old guy was suicidal over it for a year and you're sick and tired of hearing it? Because when we, you know, address this with Jeffree, it's always the same shit. It's always, oh, well, it's so old, why does anyone hear about this anymore? Like, it's so old. Yeah, but like, why don't you apologize then? If what Jeffree said is something he regrets for the rest of his life, why has there been no apology about it? Why has James Charles not gotten an apology? Because if you regret something that you said, that's you admitting that what you said is false. So is Jeffree saying he's a danger to society and he's been banned from our house false then, if he regrets saying it? Or does he just regret saying it because it could have ruined his career? And having people constantly using it as a way to keep my name and other names tagged together in drama videos. Don't get it twisted, drama will never end with a lot of these people. It's their game, their survival, their drug. They love it. This specific drama went too far, obviously, and hopefully something like that never happens again. Putting drama in the trailer was something I regret more than anything in the world, and I'm mad that I chose Tia over my morals. I'm really sorry to Tati and James if me putting their drama in the series at all felt like I was reopening up wounds. Although I did speak to both of them privately about the trailer, I should have not even done it at all. Drama might be fun to watch, but it's not fun to get wrapped up in, and it's my fault for letting that happen. And I'm sick of being trapped in the middle of it. Do I think this will be the last drama involving these people? No, I don't. Do I want to be involved ever again? No. So then he says, remember to not expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code, and we shouldn't have some they must be perfect or they are cancelled mentality. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra, they are dramatic, and if you keep cancelling them and wanting them to go away, then who will you talk about? You don't go to a circus to watch hay on the ground. You go to watch over the top performers who just want to be liked and want to do whatever they can to get your attention. If you don't want to feed into it, then don't. But before all of the drama-free gurus pop off at me and say, well, I'm not involved in drama, I'm perfect. Girl, please. Your top viewed videos are probably top makeup fails and anti-hauls. Yeah, but that's a bit, anti-hauls are a little bit different. Like, I'm sure you see that, Shane. Like, yeah, I know that they're still more negative than positive, but accusing someone of being a sex offender and saying, hey, I don't really want to buy this concealer because I've already got like 5 concealers open at the time and I just don't believe in consumerism. It's the same thing with vomit emojis all over the screen, and that's okay. I love those videos, but let's not pretend that the beauty world is a negativity first, makeup second. It's just how it is, and I'm sick of people pretending to be so above it all. And with that I said, I love watching beauty channels of all sizes and will continue to watch and support them. The dramatic ones, the non-dramatic ones, and the ones who genuinely just love to show their makeup skills. Sadly, these channels get way less views for the reasons I've stated above. So go enjoy the gurus, enjoy the circus, unsubscribe from me if you're mad that I'm no longer engaging in it. Unsubscribe to gurus who you don't like, subscribe to gurus you do like. Just don't take the beauty world as seriously as I did, or so many of us did in 2019. It's not worth it, and I feel like we all lost a bit of our soul during Dramageddon. As for my channels, I'm done with the beauty world. I love what I was able to create with Jeffree, and I'm sure people are going to assume I only did it for money, but that's not true. I am just choosing to no longer be a part of that world. I will still watch beauty videos, buy and play with makeup, and be a part of it in my life offline. But as for being a part of that world on YouTube, I don't think it's for me. I need to get back to why I started YouTube back in 2005, and that was to make things that bring me joy, not drama, and to make movies one day. Makeup will for now just be a fun hobby I have to help with my anxiety, like slime or emotional eating, and that all sounds really good to me right now. And that was kind of it, and then people dragged Shane. So he posted another bit and said, this will be my last and only addition to what I posted. Do I think it was okay for the internet to bully James? No, of course not. Not sure why some people would take that away from my post. I literally said it was too far and should never happen again. I didn't want to get too dark in my post, which is why I didn't go into more detail on that. We all know collectively that the internet was too mean to James. I don't think I needed to reiterate that. Me saying he needed to be humbled isn't mean, it's honest. And he said that in his own video. Should the humbling have happened off camera? Yes, which I said, but I guess I didn't word that right. And I'm sorry if my humor regarding Tati's video seemed like I was making light of the situation. Humor is how I deal with stuff, especially when it involves the insanity of the beauty world. Okay, that's it. Leaving Twitter for a few months. It's bad for my brain. I feel good in my heart about what I said, and that's all I can do. Sorry it wasn't the tea people wanted, but I'm officially done with tea. And he's then deleted everything and said, I deleted everything, I'm done. For those who wanted me to address it, I did. I'm sure you can find it reposted somewhere, but I don't want this energy in my life or on my timeline. I'm too sensitive for this shit, and I'm done. Wow, that was aggressive, laptop, thanks. And then there were the reactions. So then Sebastian Williams tweeted out saying, not Shane Dawson profiting off of drama and cancel culture, and then saying, it's so toxic. And he posted the shade names that Shane used for his makeup palette. So he mentioned the conspiracy palette, but then he had the mini controversy palette, which had, well, first of all, it's called the mini controversy palette, and then in his main palette and on in the second palette, he had names such as What the Tea, Illuminati, Controversy, My Apology, Exposed, Cancelled. That's 4 out of 9 shades in a palette named after tea and drama. So I just hate when people are like, oh, drama sucks, but then use it to their advantage, you know? Then Liam McAvoy actually tweeted out saying, Shane really said James needs a slice of the humble pie, yet failed to mention Jeffree needs the rest of that pie. So Shane is actually losing followers on Twitter at a pretty rapid pace. He's also losing on Instagram, and for the first time in, well, since I've seen Shane, he's lost on YouTube, and Jeffree Star's lost on YouTube as well. So I think, yeah, it's crazy. But also the only thing, well, not the only thing, because I've already mentioned all the other things that rubbed me the wrong way about this post, but the other thing that rubbed me the wrong way about this post is this post came out a few hours after a restock of the makeup that he released with Jeffree Star. So he's saying, you know, here's a restock of my makeup. By the way, beauty world sucks and I want nothing to do with it, but here's the restock of my makeup. It was just really bad timing as a whole. And then there were some people that were low-key shading Jeffree and Shane. So Laura Lee tweeted out, surround yourself with people that lift you up, encourage you, and applaud your success. And Manny Amiri liked and responded to that. Abby Roberts, who is like a huge TikTok and Instagram MUA, and she said, the beauty community is negativity first, makeup last, get the out of here. Samantha Ravindal tweeted out saying, if you genuinely still believe that the entirety of the beauty community is constant toxic drama, then I can assure you that you are watching the wrong people. That's very true. And then she actually tweeted out saying, I'd love to see a thread of your favorite artists and their work. This community is massive and full of incredible talent. Let's choose to focus on the artists that have been here all along, not getting the level of attention they deserve. And then she put some of her favorites. Then Edwin tweeted out saying, Shane Dawson is really out here using his mental health as the shield for deleting his tweet announcing he's quitting the makeup industry, defending Jeffree Star, and saying James Charles needed to be humbled by fake allegations that ruined his life. I really can't. And then people started creating a hashtag called #MakeupFirstNegativityLast and posting, like, you know, their favorite MUAs and just their own work. And then someone, Laura Lease, tweeted out saying, I get the whole message behind makeup first, negativity last, but a lot of you have a warped perspective of what negativity is. I've seen people take criticism and blunt statements as negativity far too often, and I'm not entirely sure what you mean when you say negativity. Then Shelly Tompkins tweeted out saying, can I just remind you that in May 2019, 37-year-old Tati Westbrook, 33-year-old Jeffree Star, and 30-year-old Shane Dawson all collectively decided they needed to bully 19-year-old James Charles to humble him over hair vitamins. Stop supporting these people. And that's that on that. That's insane. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I think I expressed my opinions. I tried to kind of go along with the essay. Whenever I caught a bit, I tried to express. But if I missed anything that you guys found really problematic about the essay, let me know. Like, do a little quote in the... It's gonna be really long, but in your comment, just leave like the quote that you're referring to, and then tell me what you think about that section of the essay, if I missed anything, or if you agree with what I said, if you disagree with what I said, let me know. But I try to be as objective as possible. You guys know that I've been a huge fan of Shane Dawson, but I just can't stand by this right now, because I'm very disappointed in his association with Jeffree Star just as a whole, and I think it's definitely ruined people's perception of Shane Dawson. I want him to go back to who he was before he met Jeffree Star. That is my one wish for all of this. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything, comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every time something happens. So hit that bell, you'll be notified when that's happening. Social media links and second channel in description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.